What's up, guys? So I'm finally doing it. I am going, instead of doing an apartment tour, I'm just gonna be doing a Funko Pop collection because 90% of what I own, I would say, is Funko Pops. And they're literally everywhere in the apartment, except I took out the one Funko I had in the bedroom because my boyfriend works third, so he is currently sleeping in there. And it's also pitch dark in there. We have curtains up and stuff like that to keep the light from coming in. So there's really just no point in videoing in there at all. I brought that one single Funko Pop out. It'll be the first one I show you because it's one of the newest ones I got too. I picked this up from Marshall's for only $12 and I absolutely love it. My boyfriend also has one of those flashlights that charges up the glow on, or the glow in the dark on stuff. So it's really cool to see all of his eyes and everything that's white on him, plus the flames glow, along with the A and the white in the Avengers Tower. So love that. It is going to be the start of my, I'm just going to say superhero Funkos in general, because there's a few Marvel characters that I like. Well, I'm sorry, there's a few DC characters that I like, but I do mostly like Marvel. And I do plan on getting all the Avengers and getting like one of these nice little shelves, putting it somewhere and doing a whole little Avengers area with the Avengers Tower since I got that. But yeah, we'll go ahead and start with the tour of the collection. So it was actually kind of hard to figure out where to start out, as I do have over 300 Funko Pops. But we're just gonna start out in the kitchen, where I have a few up here on our cabinets because I'm not sure where to put them. I don't want to put our Christmas ones away. I had them displayed over our tree, but I took all that down today actually, and I put them up there. And then my poor Minions guy broke, but I still love him. He's cool. Got Bugs Bunny there. Got the giant Spyro. Got Yugi and the Blue Eyes Dragon. I forget which Yugi is that, if it's Yu-Gi-Oh, I can't remember honestly. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really watch Yu-Gi-Oh. My brother gave me his cards, and my favorite card was the Blue Eyes White Dragon, of course. That was everybody's. I didn't know Yu-Gi-Oh, but I knew that card was a good card. We got the Celebi. We don't have the Dialga, the Palkia, or the Arceus yet, unfortunately. And then the last of the Funkos up there is just my Vegeta, my Chica Halloween one, where she's holding the pumpkin, my Geralt, who also broke. He was the GameStop edition, holding the flame in his hand, but that you could see broke off, and I don't know where it went. And then I have the Catwoman on the building, like the deluxe Funko piece. I got most of those when I was working at GameStop. That one, the Chica, a few of them I pretty much, and the Minion, I got for free when I was working at GameStop, perks of working there. But yeah, that's all that's in our kitchen. Sorry that I keep saying, let's move on to the Pokemon. Now over here is where I have the Pokemon. These don't normally sit here because I don't trust my cats. Still trying to figure out exactly where I'm gonna put them all. But all of my boxed ones, we have stacked up here. Absolutely love it. I love that my boyfriend got me Sobble for Christmas, and I now finally have the complete trio. I think there's one other starter group other than the first generation and that generation that they have a complete set of. I don't have them yet either though, but I do have Piplup and Oshawott. Ironically, the Psyduck and the Horsey were my boyfriend's, and I did not have them. But my boyfriend has almost every single one of these pops down here still in their box. So that's pretty freaking awesome, and I'm very happy about that because unfortunately some of mine are old and have gotten damaged a little bit, more like scruffed up. Maybe I could touch them up one day. I'm not that worried about it. I'm not trying to resell. Knowing the value of my pops is great, but it's not for resale for me. It's bragging rights, I guess you could say. But I also always like to make sure that I mention not all my pops are in their boxes. A good bit of them are, but nowhere near all of them are. Moving along up here, another reason that I wish that I kept a lot of my original Funkos in their boxes. Mew is sitting there broken off his stand. Mewtwo is perfectly fine though, of course, but poor Mew is broken. I'll show you where Mew's stand is in a little bit because there's a very funny story to that, but I don't want to jump all over the place. I'm already really ADHD as it is, so I'll go back to that as soon as we get over there, but just keep that broken Mew in mind. Also, quick shout out to my awesome brother for giving me the Pokeball LED light. Absolutely love it. We come down here. My boyfriend likes to collect the big figs, and those are the ones that he bought me. Yeah, all of them, even the Gyarados, because the Gyarados was broken. He got it for cheaper online. Those ones are mine. His I actually just put back in the closet because they used to be where my Harry Potter shelf is. But below them, we have my Eevee shelf along with my Pikachu shelf. I do have every single evolution finally in Funko form. Umbreon being my absolute favorite, of course. Wish I had those guys in the box, but I'm thinking one day I might buy that 4-pack or that bundle pack that has all of them. And this is one of my absolute most prized possessions. I have every single one of the Eevee and Friends figures that fit together and make this absolutely adorable scene. I desperately need to clean it, but it is still absolutely one of my favorite pieces in my collection. And below that is another kind of random shelf. I plan on getting a floating shelf for my fruits basket stuff because it needs its own area. But for now, it's on my assorted anime shelf. The animes that I don't have enough stuff of for their own section quite yet. I do have a good bit of the Demon Slayers. I got almost the entire trio, the group, I should say. It's not a trio. I'm only missing... I haven't seen that much of Demon Slayer, but I'm only missing the yellow-headed guy. I do plan on getting him one day. But I did get the Nezuko and the Inosuke from Ross. One of the only reasons why I have it. And then Tanjiro is eating noodles, so of course I had to get him. We've got my... Sage form, something Naruto. My old GameStop boss gave that to me before he left. And then my Alf, which I wish I left in the box, along with the Goku on a Nimbus Cloud. Really wish I left that in the box. These guys all used to be in their box, but my cats hated me. And when I first moved out of my mom's house, one of my cats kept getting stressed about it and kept peeing inside of my moving boxes. So a good few of my Funkos that I wanted to keep in box, actually like a good few of these guys over here, like L, their boxes got destroyed by the cats. I was not going to keep those. So, very sad, but it is what it is. I plan on maybe getting their variants with their Zodiac animal. I would love that, and then I have those in the box. But still, Fruits Basket, one of my absolute favorites. As you can see down there, I'm collecting the collector's edition for it. And when I got my dog as a puppy, he chewed the corner. Animals are so fun. I swear I love them. But you just don't have a lot of manga to the point... I have the swings in the way. To the point where I needed to fill the room with the DVDs. But the second I get the third Fruits Basket book, I'll have... That'll take up the room. Along with my childhood VHS tapes, I plan on getting another little bookshelf from Walmart for them. Because I have a few pops, like that Batman one, that could go really nice on display above them, along with some more Disney ones. So that's that corner. And if you were wondering what this thing is, it is one of those sensory swings. My sister gave it to me. And me and my boyfriend absolutely love it. We'll go in there and we'll just spin each other around like crazy. And it can hold up to 400 pounds. So that's pretty cool. But I gotta be careful because I'll end up getting motion sick inside this thing. But, oh yeah. I do have some more assorted Funkos and my one Good Smile figure so far, which sucks because I lost a lot of the stuff to him in the a move about 4 years ago. But I still love him. He's still really cute. Definitely gonna find a better spot for my Game of Thrones guy back here. I still have the box for him, but he just looks so amazing that I had to take him out of the box. These are all older Funkos that I do not have boxes for, though. And my poor kitties, their whiskers broke. That's why I'm really glad this is carpet and not wood floors. Thank God, because that is why so many of these broke. Even though the cats don't chew them, they will knock them down on accident or on purpose, and they'll break if it's on, like, hardwood floors. But the carpet, they're usually safer. depending. Some stand ones, like the Mew, will still break on carpet. But let's get over to the next section. So I'm doing this in kind of a weird order. I'm not going directly around the room. As you can see over here, this is what we've seen so far. But this is a good bit of my collection. So we're gonna go from here, and now we're gonna keep going this way. I just put these up here. This was where my Christmas Funkos were, but this worked out much better than I thought it would. These Jujutsu Kaisen Funkos right here, absolutely adorable. Love it. And that is just a little like garbage monster that my friend made me, and I think it's absolutely the cutest thing ever, so I put that there. And right here, along with these beautiful things that my brother gave me for Christmas, is my boyfriend's One Piece flag that I put above, well, I actually put these below it, my One Piece Funkos. It's a very small collection, but it's growing slowly. That was actually my boyfriend's. I took it out of the box to put it there because I was like, holy crap, it fits perfect. Absolutely perfect. And also, technically a Funko product, as I have the Gur Loungefly bag. And I guess I might as well just hop over here and show the bag that I currently use the most. This bag that my brother got me. I have a matching wallet for it, but unfortunately the clasp on it broke and all of my cards kept falling out of it, so I went back to using my old Kingdom Hearts Loungefly wallet that's very old, but still very reliable. I will say, very, very reliable. Anyway, back to regular Funkos. If I can keep my finger out of the camera too. Down here, don't have too much. Just a bunch of random stuff, you know, the robot who shall not be named, the amazing Wii U, and this adorable thing is actually where I keep a lot of the Switch games that I currently play. Not all of them, but a lot of them. The rest are in either that case or a case under the futon right there. But we do have the Chimichanga bus with Deadpool. Mind the fact that I probably, oh god, should have wiped down before I did this, but here we are. But I do have a good few Bitty Bops, and this being one of them, and ironically my only Deadpool, which is absolutely hilarious. And I don't like putting him in the Chimichanga thing though. He's so hard to see and he falls out too much. And then up here we have one of my newer pops too, the Funko game box display, like the game art box. They do that for the VHS tapes and some video games like Banjo-Kazooie, which I had to get. I was so happy when they had this at GameStop and I had gift cards for it from Christmas. Absolutely amazing. Still have to show my boyfriend's mom that that's what she ended up getting me for Christmas. And I completely missed over two little pocket Funkos that we have here too. My boyfriend got me this one, and that one's his. He has very few Funko things, but a few. Not really Funko, but a Banjo amiibo. Legos that refuse to hang properly on the wall because they're heavy on one side. And guitar picks. Oh, shout out to this. My brother got me this for Hanukkah last year. Absolutely love it, which brings us to my little shelf right here. I have my Invader Zim Funko Pops because they are two of my absolute favorite Funkos. Along with Cat Dog. Who could not love Cat Dog? And Monokuma from Danganronpa, or Danganronpa 3, whatever, but I saw this at Ross and absolutely, sorry about that, probably should have checked my storage before I did this. As I was saying, found him at Ross, but he was underneath the table, just sitting on the floor, and I absolutely freaked out when I saw him. Even though the box protector was broken, I did drop him in the store, so I genuinely could have been the one to do that. I don't care. Either way, I was getting him. Absolutely amazing. I was way too excited to get him. I'd only seen him, other than at conventions, one other time when I lived in my old state at a local game shop. Well, not a game shop, Funko and card shop. He had one there and I almost bought him, but he was $50. Didn't have the money at the time. Or he might have been $40, but I didn't have the money at the time. And when I came back, he was already sold, justifiably so. So, very happy that I got him for only $5 too. Oh, I was so happy. And Funimation isn't even a thing anymore. So, to me personally, the Funimation sticker just makes it all the much better. We also have some Pokemon figures. Not gonna lie, a lot of these are my boyfriend's, except for these two back here, the like ecosystem display things. Those are mine. I have a few more, but those are my two favorites. Really want to get the autumn tree one too to go with that. And there's another one that I really wanted too. I do collect the cute Poskettes. That's my very small collection. Ichigo being my favorite, of course. Oh, probably haven't mentioned this. My dog over there, his name is Ichigo. Ichigo! I love you, Ichigo! He's a good boy. But going on downwards, we have something I'm not gonna completely reference, but I absolutely love my Ted figure right there. And then we have Futurama, the Zoidberg being another one of my boyfriend's Funko Pops. He only has 3 more. So other than that one, he only has 3 more, which isn't bad, but I have a ton, and he's also 4 more, I'm sorry. And he's given me the privilege of pretty much just claiming them as my own, as he collects NECA figures. If I haven't mentioned that, if I have, I'm sorry. But I was so happy when I went to Books A Million and found Bender. I was not thinking that I'd be able to find that Bender in stores, but go figure, Books A Million would. Scared to continue to go there, as I know it's gonna make me spend more money, but probably gonna have to make my boyfriend go down there with me more often. Philip, I actually got a GameStop. He wasn't a hard find, of course. And then just a quick shout out to JFK over here. Oh god, my monster. I absolutely love him. Wish I had the box still. But the best part is asking people if they can guess which president he is. Here we have my Funko Pop, my Bob's Burgers collection. The only family member that I'm missing is Linda. Sorry again. The only family member I'm missing is Linda, and I cannot wait until I get her. She's gonna take Fue Coco's spot. But Pride Tino is actually the first Bob Burgers Funko I ever got. That's why she is not in the box. And don't worry, I have another Banjo. That is why he is over here as my little character, as my little buddy. And I got these two at a convention from these amazing people who go to all the conventions in the Carolinas. So shout out to them. Wish I could remember their store name, but I'm horrible at remembering it. Do plan on recording my conventions this year, so I will definitely shout them out when we go to the conventions. I'll make sure to mention that these are where I got these two amazing figures for. I got him for $15 and him for either $25 or $30, which I was just so happy I didn't have to actually order it from Amazon, because he is an Amazon exclusive and his box was in mint condition. So happy about that. Blah, 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 blah. Shout out to my Emma figure, one of my absolute favorite figures that I have. And shout out to the dust, showing that I need to clean more. But this is what the little... oh yeah, that's right. I have Funkos down here on my PlayStation. They're ones that I'm not sure exactly where to put, but all kind of deal with these same things. Sony, Xbox, PlayStation. I say Xbox because Crash now I associate with PlayStation, but the first Crash game I ever played was actually on the original Xbox. It was Crash Bandicoot, Wrath of Vortex or something like that. It's not in the trio. It's not in the Crash trio they released a little bit ago. But that was my first one. And Spyro, I actually played on the GameCube for the first time. I played Spyro Into the Dragonfly or something like that, which you'll see it later. That one I actually do own. I am going to try to get the Crash game from my childhood. Funny enough, the first Ratchet and Clank game that I ever played was actually the Clank game on the PSP. Super funny. Same with Jak and Daxter. The only Jak and Daxter game I've played is the Daxter PSP game. So I just thought that was kind of funny that I'd only played the games involving the side character. So now I can show you, going backwards, that my pets turned that into my very own Squishmallow pet bed. You don't need to buy the Squishmallow pet bed. Just get a very big Squishmallow and let your pets lay on it for about a year or two. Eventually, it will take form of a pet bed. No joke, though, all of my cats and my dog will lay on that, and it's just the cutest thing ever. If you didn't see my Tamagotchi collection, recommend you go check it out, as that is where these are, next to my desk. And the cool thing I started doing was sticker bombing the areas that my cats have scratched. The other side of that looks better, so I just gotta flip it around. If you can't tell, there's a lot of stuff in there. But here, before I go up, because there is a lot of stuff on top of this shelf, down here we got Grumpy Cat with my Warrior Cat books. If you know the series, then you know. Sorry, my phone is dying because I'm really good at planning. We're also gonna feel like I gotta scream over that thing, so hopefully that hasn't been a pain in the butt this entire time. But yeah, Grumpy Cat with my Warrior Cats, and the only Squishmallow Pokemon that I am currently missing is Meryl, not including the Eevee and Chansey that were recently dropped on the Pokemon Center website. However, stay tuned because I'm not going to spoil anything, but just stay tuned. So those are the only 3 that I'm missing. But and when it comes to the Warrior books, I'm only missing 1. Yeah, I'm missing, for some reason, and I think I owned it. It was blah blah blah, the Home of the Stars book number 6, and then the newest book that just came out, book 6 for A Starless Clan, which I do plan on getting because I might as well just get it hardback since I have so many hardbacks. Later I'm gonna go through and rebuy them to make sure that their book covers match, like the complete sets make a pretty picture. So I'll go back and rebuy them. Whatever, give my old books to my niece or nephew if they want them. Of course, Todoroki falls over. He is like one of the worst. I usually try to have him leaning on his father because God forbid he stand on his own. But here we have one of my biggest Funko collections, if not now my biggest Funko collection. I thought I had more Pokemon, but I need to do a lot of catching up on the Pokemon Funko Pops. But when it comes to my hero, I have a lot of them. Redestro I got for Christmas. I ended up taking him out of the box because I felt like I needed more unboxed villains, and I did not want to mess with this stack. If you haven't already got a good glimpse of it, when you see, you'll understand why I didn't feel like messing with it. But he also just looks so cool outside of the box. Like, I love it. Absolutely love it. But a lot of these are old. Excluding Redestro, I don't have any of these boxes, unfortunately. Really sucks. But I ended up throwing a ton of boxes out when I moved out of my mom's house for the first time because I did not feel like moving with probably over 100 Funko boxes, and I didn't feel like reboxing every Funko Pop, full of regret because you'll see later in my collection I have a lot of Grail Funkos, or I have at least one. I won't say I have a lot, but I have a definite one Grail Funko that if it had its box, I'd be so much happier. But I still love him. He's one of my genuine favorites, so I'm glad he's worth a lot of money too. I bought him when I worked at GameStop because I understand the fact that I've never found a Chase at a GameStop. As a GameStop employee, I probably would have bought the Chase the second I saw it. Anyway, I've got a good bit. I had to sticky tack her because, God forbid, they make a Funko that, like, love her design. Horrible for standing on its own, though. It's never, ever stood on its own. She's missing her stand, but I think I just found it, ironically, now that I'm thinking about it, because she's got 2 pegs on her feet. He also, I went ahead and sticky tacked because I really like him. The sticky tack I've already tested doesn't leave much of a residue at all, but I really don't want these breaking. I love him, don't want him breaking. And he was the shirt pop combo, which I have the shirt somewhere in my closet. I just don't, I wear them, I don't really care. And then these are all the boxed ones. Of course, I got the awesome Toga. Is that how I say it right? I'm so bad with names. Yeah, Toga, I was right. I shouldn't doubt myself. Overhaul. I was gonna say Overdraft. Overhaul and Dobby. Dobby being one of my absolute favorites. Cannot wait to show you what statue I pre-ordered when it finally comes in. I have the complete set of Teacher Baseball, which was really cool. Wasn't expecting to do, but I also found him at Ross. go, I hate to say it, because I don't want people to go to my Ross and take all the Funkos, but people be doing it anyway, so go to Ross. They got Funkos, man. I'm missing a few, if not, I think he's the only student I have, because it was the only way you can get him in a Funko. I love it. I didn't even realize it was baseball until I really looked at the back, because I'm kind of dumb. But, got some more dogs. Gotta love them. You gotta love dogs. This is one of the reasons why he now sleeps in a crate, because I love him, and I refuse to take him out of the box, because I love him. So you know what? It's okay. But we got Uchako. I got her for Christmas, along with Togata over there. My Deku in a onesie will be going in a pop box, and it will be being signed. It will get signed by the voice actor for Deku, 100%. Of course, we have to have Present Mike and Eraserhead next to each other. And I only got 2 of the Sanrio My Hero crossover, being Sue as the frog character from Sanrio, I don't know her name, and Todoroki, I think that's his name. I call him Icy Hot all the time, as the penguin. Really cool. So, up next, right above my Hero, kind of sad to say, sorry to get kind of sad, blah blah blah, but 10 years ago in February, my father passed away, and in every place I've lived, I've always had a kind of memorial for him, so to say. He absolutely loved Seinfeld, so I started collecting the Seinfeld pops the second I saw them, my first one being the Soup Nazi. Love that episode. And then, of course, Jerry, and I had everyone except for Elaine. My mother finally got me the Elaine Funko Pop for Christmas. Love her for that. I think that was one that I actually forgot to put in my Christmas haul, and I'm only just now realizing that because I put her up there immediately. But my boyfriend got this kind of fire escape display for his Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures that he has in the bedroom. And his looks really cool. And he got me one because Seinfeld, New York, works. And so I put it up there. And my brother's sending me another picture to put right there, but I'm surrounding it with photos of my dad. That one might stay there. It might get moved, but I do have another horizontal Seinfeld poster that I'm gonna get framed, and it'll probably go above there. But I mean, that is actually my absolute, I freaked out when I saw that at a convention. I was like, no way, they have the Kramer painting. Oh, I love it. If you don't know Seinfeld, I'm not explaining it. If you do, then you get it, and hopefully somebody does. Below that, and the reason why he might not stay there, is because I had my Harry Potter Funko collection. It has finally grown big enough to get itself a cool little display. Here's where the Pokemon figures used to be, hence why I still have those things right there. I've just kind of, the Eevee one used to be right there, and I just moved it there for the time being. Probably gonna find some little Harry Potter something another to put there. But they were the 2 shelves. It was this shelf and that shelf that was my Harry Potter shelves, because I also have all of the Squishmallows and the Phoenix and Hedwig as the as Squishmallows too. But with my boyfriend getting me Dobby for Christmas, and my mom getting me the Amazon Undesirable poster for Christmas, poster Funko, I decided it was time to give it its own display, especially since that one could hang. Loved it. And my brother got me the Sirius Black. He looked to try to get me the Funko for Sirius Black. That's like this one, but he couldn't, so he got me that instead, and I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite things, even though it's not the Funko Pop. And I got the Dementor with Christmas card money, with an Amazon gift card. That's also how I got the Ichiko over there. But yeah, Dementor looks absolutely amazing, though. He's definitely gonna get put in a protector. And then all of these right here, I got in a lot for $10. All of them for $10. I was so freaking happy, especially since she had Fred and George, and then she had everybody, and Black and Sirius Black and Snape. I was way too happy. And this Moments I actually found at Five Below for only $10. So that also made me really happy. And this was clearance at Walmart. Can't remember how much, but I liked it because I don't think there's that many Neville Funko Pops. And, you know, these guys come off. So technically I do have a Neville Funko now. And Lockhart was up there but the Dementor looks so much better than Lockhart, and I couldn't fit the Dementor on top of Hagrid with Dobby because it bothers me. He's got the black box, blah, whatever. And then I also have somewhere, probably under my bed because my cats are so fun, I also have the Albus Dumbledore, meaning I think I have all of the Kinder Egg Harry Potter figures, which just goes to show that I have a problem with Kinder Eggs. Because when they have Funkos in them, I feel like it's an excuse to actually get one. Next to the Harry Potter on the bookshelf, we have my Attack on Titans, which is also growing nicely. Though I am lucky these two are bigger ones, otherwise I wouldn't really have that many. I took her out of the box. She still has her box, but I loved the way she looked so much and just needed more out of the box Funkos for the display because 300 and think on the app, I have 325 Funkos in their box would be way too much. And with these two, I don't count them as the dual pack because I do not know what box they came out of. I count them as the individuals because I think the dual pack is worth more than the individual packs. I'm not sure, but that's just how I do it because I really don't know if they came in the dual pack or not. Because this also, mind the nasty stand, comes in a 3-pack with Harry and Ron dressed up like her too, but they only have this one, so it just makes me think that I'm not too sure about it. So I just count them as the individual ones. And this, absolutely beautiful. I'm tempted to take it out of the box, but I'm waiting until I get more of an official Attack on Titan area. This was brand new. I just put this together the other day because I had this stacked all the way up to here, but I've kind of started spreading things out more and was able to put this together. Not many Funkos until you get down to the bottom, but I do have the complete collector's edition of Pokemon manga. And not all of these are real. I am not afraid to say that some of these I actually got for dirt cheap, like I'm talking $1 to $3 from a store at my old mall. And I'll pay for, I don't really care if they're fake. It's a local game store, so I consider it still supporting them. And I mean, come on, they're absolutely adorable. And he looks so messed up. Of course he's not real. Oh God. This is why I don't go over here often. Alright. But down here I do have some awesome Funko Pops. I have the complete set of Powerpuff Girls. Not the older, but the newer versions that came out in Oh, there it is. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's not. You know, I thought they were supposed to tell me what the year was. It's whatever. We'll check this one. No? Fine, don't tell me. Yeah, I'm probably just not looking in the right spot because it's supposed to tell you on the bottom. But I bought these back when I was working at GameStop, so it was a while ago. And everything here, also all of my Funkos have been scanned in with the Funko app. Other than, I think these are the only ones I've bought out of box in the first place. Other than my Rick Funko right here. I recently won him in a auction bid, along with my Bart and my, oh gosh, Chief Wiggums. Did buy those out of box from a reputable seller though, so I do trust that they are real. He's a very well-known guy in the area, so, and I got a really good deal on them too, so even if they aren't, they don't look fake to me. I've looked them over and I'll show them later, but get back to this super quickly. I also have Edward Eldrick, so he could go with the owl, but it's just with spacing and stuff like that. And then one of my favorites, I got Ein. Love him. Got the shirt combo with him. The shirt's in my closet. Absolutely love him. Tigrera I got because it was on clearance, and I did love Bakugan as a kid. And you will see, oh wait, no, they did make an appearance. I already showed those. There was some Bakugan sitting there, I just didn't talk about it. Master Roshi and this amazing Shinron were given to me as Christmas presents a few years ago from my brother's boyfriend. Absolutely love them. I mean, that is, I love it. And then I love The Sopranos, and the only one I have right now, unfortunately, is Christopher Moltisanti. But I do plan on going and getting the rest of them. I checked on eBay, and their prices are not that bad. I am just trying to get money situated after Christmas and everything like that before I start buying more stuff. I already spent all my Christmas money, so the rest has to go towards, unfortunately, necessities. It's the bad part about having your own place, being an adult. Well, I share with my boyfriend, but still. Anyway, next to this, we have Rick and Morty. My collection for this has gotten so much bigger. So, a lot of my original Funkos, like I said, don't have boxes. And some even got broken, unfortunately. Poor Morty lost a foot. I know it's somewhere. I'm pretty sure I didn't throw it out. And now I finally have glue to fix it. Of course, I can't find his damn foot. But Pickle Rick is actually my oldest Funko Pop in my collection that, like, I personally have owned. Some of them might be older than him that I bought in at overtime. Yeah, because Gene came out in 2015, but I bought him personally myself. He is my first Funko in my collection, so to say. I had a bunch more, but they got eaten by dogs, and he's the only one that did not get chewed up by a dog, and that I was so thankful for that because I love him so much. I'm actually looking over to see if there's any kind of bite marks on him, because I would not be surprised. Oh, there are on his foot. You can see where he survived the war of 2017. Anyway, that's why I don't get big dogs. That's why I've got small dog. Can't really eat anything. I realized I completely skipped over my Hogwarts Bitty Bop display, and I felt really bad about it because I just got this for Christmas, and honestly, I'm so proud that I'm so close to finishing the first set that I just want to go over it really quickly, let you guys look at it. The ones I have duplicates of are Nearly Headless Nick, and then I had a duplicate of Dobby, Hagrid, and Voldemort, and Hermione, but I gave them to my sister so she could start collecting them too. And I do have Harry, and Ollivander, but Harry got kind of stuck in the Barn Owl display. I'm too afraid to try to pull him out in fear of breaking him, and I know I'll probably end up getting a duplicate of him anyway. So he's with the Barn Owl, and of course Ollivander's in the wand shop. And then I also have a third Hermione. I had 3 Hermiones, so I put her on the train. And then the last Bitty Bop that I have is actually the Quickie Mart, which is usually sitting on my desk over there. But I felt so bad that I forgot him because he is one of the coolest minifigs that I have. I also plan on getting the Bob's Burgers one, where Bob is in the burger shop, but that's gonna have to be an eBay purchase. Absolutely happy with this, and highly recommend the Bitty Bops. They're so cheap, and I didn't even realize that I could mount this. I love that. Absolutely love it. Alright, we can go back to the Rick and Mortys now. Unfortunately, I do have a lot of good Rick and Morty Pops, but I have to get something to rise them up because they can't be seen. But I got the Unity, I got the Glow in the Dark, Xenon Bloom, Dr. Xenon Bloom, and then I have Jaguar back here, which was a 2019 Spring Convention Pop. I got all 3 of them Black Friday last year at a local video game store, which was really awesome. And then from here up, excluding my Wasp Rick, which is one of my absolute favorites, but I gotta clean him up, definitely. From here up, all these I've recently gotten in different eBay auctions. The only one I got in a bundle was I got Mr. Poopy Butthole Auctioneer, Shrimp Rick, and Shriek Morty all in one little bundle, which was amazing. All the other ones were individual auctions that I won. But I got Squanchy, Alien Rick, Snowball, and Spacesuit Morty. I do plan on getting Rick, Spacesuit Rick, and Alien Morty, but there's just a lot of things I need to get. So But below my Rick and Morty, oh, actually, one last thing. My boyfriend, this is one of the first things he ever got me, which I really think that's adorable. It's a Hot Wheels Rick and Morty ship. I'd love to find another one so I could take it out of the box, but that's definitely staying in the box. And then, of course, this whole entire tapestry right here that's on this wall is also Rick and Morty. But below Rick and Morty, we have South Park, which I haven't counted them all up individually, and I'm really bad at this because between the boxes and the non-box, I think I have more South Park still. But I got a ton. Some of them are older and scuffed up, like poor Berry Crunch right there. Need to try to clean him up. The box ones, though, I would definitely not be taking these out of the box. I do plan on getting more South Park Pops, but don't really have a lot of room for boxed ones. So unless I find some really good deal on already loose ones, I've been just holding off on buying more South Park unless they drop new ones. What I think is really funny is I got this one for Christmas last year, Towley, and what's really funny, Amazon exclusive. My mom got it from Amazon with the box already just absolutely destroyed. It's worse than it looks from this side, but because it looks okay from this side, I don't want to take him out. He's such a thin Funko, and the flocked ones get so dirty so easily that I just rather keep him in the box. But love my South Park. If I could find a loose Terrence, that would be the best, honestly. And there are a good few different Cartmans. I'd like to finish off the boys loose. That would be really nice. Below that, I have my slowly growing Simpsons collection, which I have mostly Homers of, ironically. I got Chief Wiggum, Zombie Bart, and actually this Rick recently got those from eBay loose, very cheap, but you know, they're not that bad. Pretty sure they're real. If they're not, just let me know in the bottom. I won't be offended. I mean, the paint job on them looks genuine, and they feel like a real Funko Pop feels. Like, this is my Maggie. I bought it in stores. They feel like the Maggie. I really love the Zombie Bart. He is absolutely so cool. And I don't think these guys were expensive ones. I think they just make fake ones of the expensive Funko Pops. And I've seen at a local store, they have some real Funkos, but because it's like a discount kind of store, they recently got in a shipment of completely fake Funko Pops. And I ran up to it, I got really excited, but as I got close, I was like, that paint job's horrible. On one of them specifically. But then I looked at the boxes, and like the pop logo was like messed up just slightly. It was funny. If I go back, maybe I'll make a little video on it just to show you guys like what the fake Funkos look like, so you know at least box wise what's pretty obviously a fake. So that's my Simpsons. I do have the Bart Simpson one coming in. I pre-ordered it off Amazon, knowing it would come in a bit later than it would, just so I had more time with Christmas and everything like that. But can't remember where I got the Kearney. Oh, I got him from my old mall. They had him on clearance, a bunch of him on clearance, so of course I got him. Deep Space Homer I got this Black Friday. Bartman was another eBay purchase. There we go. Oh god, no. Homer in the Hedges was a gift from my boyfriend. And the Mr. Sparkles was a impulse buy from Barnes & Noble. And he was my first Diamond Collection Funko too. So, thought that was really cool. And below that, I just have some figures that I need more room for. What I really like is that my mom gave me this Deku figure finishing off this set, and I just absolutely love how it looks. And after getting the Deku, I now know why their stands were so long for what seemed like no reason. So really, really love that. And I got that boy back there, what's his name, from Jujutsu Kaisen. I can't even see his name from here. I'm blind, so I couldn't even lie and try to say I knew it. But anyway, I do know, I just can't remember. But I got him from Ross for only $14, so that was also a really good deal. And I got him from Ross too, like a while ago, for $10 actually. So that was really, really awesome. But we'll go on to one of my favorite spots for my Funkos. This is where like you could almost say all-time favorite Funkos in my collection are. And they are right here. I have them kind of right underneath my TV, and you can see that I'm just kind of have it's background noise, but I do like to watch random YouTube videos when I get bored and I'm doing stuff around the house. But below here is where I keep all of my absolute favorite Funko Pops. My Bleach collection is my absolute favorite. When I found these two way back in the day, I was never expecting to get Bleach Funkos in the first place. And I found both of these while I was working at GameStop, of course. And my Grim Jow is my absolute all-time favorite Funko. I really wish that I still had his box because I know he's worth so much more with his box. But I just can't believe he's worth a good bit now. I love that. I can't remember how much Renji's worth, but love that. And I got that full hollowed Ichigo at a convention, and I was super happy to get a fully hollified Ichigo. And these two, I'm pretty sure, they're both from the new set. So really happy that they started coming back out. I plan on getting Cone and a good few others. They'll probably end up getting their own shelf, but for now they're gonna stay here with my favorite kind of protectors, Banjo-Kazooie. I was so happy when they came out with the Banjo-Kazooie Funko Pops. He used to be my favorite, but I'm not gonna lie, I think this one might be my new favorite because he's holding, I always forget how to say, jigwigs, I think is what they call them, and the little gold. I'm so bad at remembering how to say words, alright? I can't remember what they call them, but I love that. And like, I want to get the U2's figure that they have of Banjo-Kazooie and the little guys because they come into different colors. So really love that. That was definitely one of my favorite Funko. That was my all-time favorite Funko Pop for a good while. And then down here we also just have our amiibos and stuff like that. A little shout out to this super cool pre-order bonus that my brother gave me from when he got the Game Boy Advance. I got mine a little bit later because I'm a bit younger than him, and I ended up getting my first Game Boy, not including taking his Game Boys and playing them though, was the pink Game Boy Advance, the see-through pink one. That was my first official Game Boy. I wish I had it. I'll probably end up buying another one day, but I want to wait till I can find it complete in the box. But down here we have one of my absolute favorite things that I could not believe my boyfriend surprised me with for, I believe it was my birthday, but he got me all these Animal Crossing Lego sets. Almost all of them except for the really expensive one, not including the more recent releases. I do plan on getting the new Pocket one and at least the Celestial one. I don't like putting a lot of money into Lego, and I don't know how much more room I have here, so I don't really want to build it anymore. I like it being this cute little cubby right here, and it gives me a lot of room to do what I want here. And down here we just have an original Xbox One. This one was mine before my boyfriend gave me the 1S and a VHS player. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry, Evie, I did not mean to scare you. Startled her. But next to here we do have the video games, and my dog likes to throw this off the couch, but he sits on the couch. I want him in a crane. Down here we got our Switch games. If you want to see, you can pause. Up here, oh gosh, I'm so sorry, but up here we've got the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 2, GameCube, Wii, and Wii U games, and then just filling the space for those 3DS games down there. I don't have a PSP right now, but I'm never going to get rid of those games, especially because that Bleach one is from Japan, and PSPs are not region locked. And this poor shelf is definitely going to cave in on itself one day, but for now, it works. And I'd rather this one look all crooked than my Funko stack right here. But we'll get back to that part. We'll do this one in a second. Right here, I have my Xbox-related Funkos, like my Fallout. I think it's really funny because he looks a lot like the Stretch Armstrong, but the hair is going a different way. It's really funny. And the rad toad is actually my boyfriend's. I wish it was mine. That'd be really cool, but I've never seen that one before. He showed it to me. And then I did glue the Nuka-Cola girl to her stand because I was tired of losing my little Nuka-Cola girl. So she's hanging out with the Vault Dweller, the female Vault Dweller, and Nerd Rage. And I think that's one Good Luck or something like that with the black cat. Another thing my boyfriend got me a while ago, he picked up this chase that his friend was selling, and I absolutely love it. It's very, I don't know what color that the sword's supposed to be. Let's see. Yeah, I thought the sword was different color too. The sword and him are the sword definitely different color, and he's a slightly different color than he's supposed to be. So that was my first ever Funko chase. And we got Steve here, love him. And I am not even gonna try to pronounce his name from Skyrim, but I love the Khajiit, so I had to get him. And my broken statue I got for free from GameStop because somebody broke the swords off. So, ended up being a penny item. Yes, I have a Big Mouth Funko Pop. I thought it was absolutely hilarious that they made Big Mouth Funkos. So, when I was actually shopping at a GameStop out of town, I had to pick him up when I saw him. But that leads us to my giant stack. These are where a lot of my favorite Funkos that I just don't really know where to go. This bottom row, excluding Tweety is mine, are my boyfriend's Funkos. The last of his Funkos that are displayed. His duplicates that I have, because he also has Nerd Rage in a box. We're just keeping put away for safety, because if I have it unboxed, we might as well keep the box safer. Don't need to display two of them. But these ones I don't have. This one I actually got for him, Jumbo, love it. And Godzilla he bought when he was with me. And he's like, God dang it, you're making me buy pops. Love it though. Female Psycho he's had for a while. This Jinji Ito collection is one of my absolute favorite animes. And when I saw that they started making Funkos for it, it was actually Miss Fuchi that I saw. I want to say Ross. I think I got them all at Ross. Except for, can't remember if I got him at a convention or at a local store. But I'm pretty sure I got her. I really don't know where. I know she was pretty cheap. Oh well. Can't remember where I got her, but she was my first one. And then I know for a fact I got him at Ross because his box is a bit messed up, but I could not turn him down. And I didn't realize that Bam was Books A Million. That's absolutely hilarious. But yeah, I was really excited to find that. And I do plan on finishing this set because it's not a big set at all. And I got Sam because Trick or Treat is a horror movie me and my boyfriend watched together. He loves horror movies, and I've got to say that he's definitely one of my favorite horror guys from the old school stuff. I know it's not that old of a movie. Next row though, we have my Apex Funkos. These three I don't really play Watson, but I got her because she was just super duper cheap. I think we found them, I found them both at Second and Charles for a really good price. And I could not resist them because it's really hard to find Apex Funkos nowadays. And Bloodhound I actually won in an eBay auction, and I was really happy because the seller shipped him in this little plastic Funko protectors, the thin ones. But I just appreciate the little extra protection and shipment. That was awesome. So I did try to keep all of these Funkos categorized with similar things. My boyfriend likes kind of scary things, even though I don't think the Female Psycho's scary, I'm not gonna lie. Never played Borderlands, so that's my more random one. Trick or Treat was put here because at least they're all black in their their background. But like I said, plan on finishing that collection. Thank God I have 4 Apex Funkos for now. But this next one, a little bit more random, because I only have Jay and Silent Bob, and they are the only 2 out of the set that I plan on getting because I just love Jay and Silent Bob, but they don't make Dogma Pops, I'm pretty sure. If they do, please let me know down below. I would love to know that for sure. And then of course I had to get Jake the dog. I did find him at Five Below, so that was a very lucky find. Sorry, I knocked into that. That was a very lucky find. And then this was actually a Facebook Market find, Eduardo. I loved it. I'd love to get more of the Foster's Home set, but it's not really a set that I'm hunting down. It's more of a if I happen to come across them. Godzilla 1999, I did pre-order because it is the Godzilla from the year I was born, so of course I wanted a Godzilla pop, and I figured why not make it the 1999 one. Absolutely love it. Lucked out and found this at Ross. It is the Leonard Kenny, Stuart, and Ronald. They're like the emo, people. I absolutely love that. It was only $7 or $8, I think, so it wasn't even that bad. And my boyfriend gave me this awesome Alien Funko Pop for Christmas because he knew I wanted Alien, and I absolutely love that. And I just kind of put Tom and Jerry up here because I really don't know where to put them. No idea where to put them, so I figured they can go there since, Cartoon Network. Yeah, that kind of works. Next up, though, is definitely my all-time favorites. Now, I know I've been saying all-time favorites a lot, but I think you can understand why these are my absolute favorites. All of my Funkos are my favorites. That's why I bought them. But right here are like my pride and joys, and then just some Christmas presents I had to show off. But Rugrats was my absolute childhood, so my Rugrats collection is definitely my pride and joy. I'm so proud that I have one of every character at least. I do plan on getting the Tommy from this set and the Chucky from this set and the Chase Reptar. I think those are the only ones I'm missing. The irony is, right before this video, well actually, while I take it a break because during this video my phone died, I'll just show you what happened. I was wiping Angelica, and all of a sudden, her pigtail came off in my hand. It wasn't being hard with it or anything like that, but I will say she does fall a lot because of the kitty cat, so I guess her pigtail just finally gave up. But the good thing is, Gorilla Glue fixes everything. It's fixing it very nicely. You can hardly tell it's even broken. I absolutely love it, but I do have the Angelica. Along with the Angelica, Spike here no longer has his box either, as he is part of my Funko collection from before I moved out of my mom's house. But I still love him. I was so happy when I found him. I think I found him clearance at GameStop too. Oh, I love it. Phil and Lil were a must-gets too. I mean, it's Phil and Lil. I'm so happy that they came out with the Rugrats, and the Chase being the Tommy from the first episode kills me, and I was so happy to get a really good deal on him at a convention that I'd went to. And one of the few U2 things I own is actually this really cute Reptar plush. He is a Used Twos plush. Show his little tag. There it is. Love it. There's the front. Yeah. I don't know if it actually says where it says you. There it is. U2s. So I don't have a lot of Used 2 things. Don't really plan on getting too many more. But I also have this really cute flocked Appa that I got at 2nd and Charles that I do not plan on. I had it out for a little bit, but I put him away because you can see he already started to get a little bit of dust on him. Another recent pickup though, being Courage, the Cowardly Dog. I was so happy when I found him at GameStop with Banjo-Kazooie. I was not expecting it, and I could not leave him behind. And these three right here, along with my absolute pride and joy, were part of my Christmas presents. He just got this one. My boyfriend gave me this one just because he thought it was adorable, and it was the only cereal Funko they had on the Amazon Black Friday sales, so he grabbed that for me, and I was like, you know what, I don't hate. I think it's hilarious and I love it. But the crayon box is so adorable. I absolutely love it, and it makes me want to get the 2 crayons that go with him. And then he got me the Rip Pants SpongeBob specifically because I will just randomly sing this song sometimes because I'm weird, and I love it. I'm tempted to take him out of the box because you could see his pants are even ripped and everything. I love it. Absolutely adorable. Because I do have a little SpongeBob section, but I can't fit him down here with his box because I already took the plastic out of Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy so that you could see them more, but I didn't want to take them out of the actual box because I love that background. It's so cute, and you could see it better in person, and I plan on getting a little light to perfectly go down into their box. But I do already have an out-of-box SpongeBob that I'm gonna say it a million times, is from when I was still living with my mom before I moved out. When I moved out from there, threw all the boxes out. Part of that, unfortunately, that makes me want to take him out. And I have a box now that I keep all the boxes in to keep them safe and everything like that. It's just hard for me to actually take them out. I don't want to anymore. But the absolute pride and joy of my collection is, and forever probably will be, my Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle moments. This is when you go to Professor Oak's lab and you pick out your Pokemon. It's got his lab in the background. It is the most beautiful Funko Pop I own. And I mean, it can even be mounted on the wall is the most beautiful part, but I don't think I'm ever going to take it out of its little box. And that's why I used to leave this open all the time, just because it's easier that way with the animals and stuff like that. But the sun would beam down right onto the Funko Pop. So I closed it enough to where it might beam on Susie here a little bit, and where Angelica was, it would kind of beam, but it was mostly on the JoJo poster here, which I was okay with. I'm more okay with the JoJo poster getting sun damage than this beautiful, beautiful Funko Pop. I still can't believe he got that for me for Christmas. Absolutely best thing in the universe. And I just keep some of our gaming, these are definitely not all of them, just some of the gaming systems that we have that are portable. He has another one of these, an identical one, literally another one of these. And we have oh no, it's another Game Boy SP that I forgot to mention. We're underneath Gers, the two Gers over there, to keep them give them a little bit of a high rise so you can see them better. But next to my absolutely amazing Pokemon one, I have my tiny little Avatar collection. I used to have the cabbage guy with his cabbage cart, but unfortunately I sold that a while ago. Really wish I didn't. Now that I didn't think I was going to collect Avatar when I sold it, but now I am, so here we are. I actually got Aang on a scooter in a bundle with my favorite. I don't even think I said that the Louise Pop was my favorite, but the Louise Pop is my absolute favorite Funko Pop for my Bob's Burgers collection. And before I got Banjo was my absolute favorite Funko Pop. But I did get them two together for $20, so that wasn't bad, and I definitely wasn't going to turn down an Aang on the air scooter. And then I got Ty Lee. I think she was cheap somewhere, I can't remember. But I did get Iroh specifically from an old... They still exist, but I don't live near them anymore. Local game store. He's one of the best places that I'd go to get Funko Pops. He would even try his best to pre-order them for me, but pre-orders with Funkos can be finicky sometimes, so he didn't really like to do it. And King Boomy here. Very torn on taking him out of the box, because as you can see, there's not much going on inside the box, and he looks very tiny in it. But I love him so much. King Boomy is one of my favorite characters from the show, next to Toph. But I think Toph is everyone's favorite. And my boyfriend got him for me for Christmas. I was definitely not expecting him at all. Absolutely loved it. Right below that, we've got my Persona collection. There's definitely not a lot going on for the Personas. I really wish I had more of the Funkos for them, but I don't. Did luck out and get Skull pretty cheap from the local store that I go to here. But other than that, I didn't even get the protagonist from the actual Funko box. I wish I bought that box. I got him from Second and Charles. But I did get Mona from clearance at GameStop. That was really awesome. He was only $5. And I think I got Fox regular price. I cannot remember when though, and I did lose his stand, so that's kind of funny. And I almost won another protagonist pop, but when he's like dressed up in his mask doing a similar stance to Fox here, unfortunately did not win that bidding, but that's okay. Win some, lose some. And down here is kind of a mix. Eventually, like I said before, I plan on getting a VHS. I plan on getting a VHS bookshelf, like the Warriors bookshelf over there. And I'll put all my VHSs on it, and then I'm gonna do a little Disney and other VHS kind of related Funko Pop section over there, because Aristocats doesn't really belong over here. I think that's about the only one, and I really want that one to be more out in the open. It's one of my favorites. My mom gave it to me for Christmas, not this year, but the last year, and I absolutely love that. That's why I asked her again for the Harry Potter one, because I thought we'd make it a thing that we get one of these every year, because other than the Banjo one, don't really buy them very often. That I usually buy just the regular ones or the deluxe ones. And they're both Amazon exclusives too, so I just thought that was amazing. And The Aristocrats was my favorite movie growing up, and I still love it to this day. I don't think they have anything to do with Kingdom Hearts. I don't think they're in Kingdom Hearts. Maybe it's like a side character or something. But love it. I also got all of these guys penny items, which meant that I got it for free because our district manager was awesome. When I worked at GameStop. The little, I can't even remember their names, but I absolutely love that I got the entire set. And those two guys, the Monster Inc. ones, I purchased back when I was working at GameStop, along with Sora. I really wish I still had all of their boxes. That was actually a clearance item that I got when they did a special thing for employees. You got a better deal. You got like 80% off or 70% off all clearance items. So I picked that up when it was on clearance. It is Mickey and Donald Kingdom Hearts statues, so really cool. And recently from Ross, because I absolutely have a problem with Ross, I picked up this Bam Ursula Diamond Collection. So it's my second Diamond Collection pop, and I thought it would go really good here, even though it's not part of Kingdom Hearts set, because it is one of the main bad guys in Kingdom Hearts, especially in the first game, as she's the one that you go up against when you're doing the tutorial. So I thought she deserved a spot on the Kingdom Hearts shelf. Same with Hades. I bought this with Eduardo from like the same guy at the same time, and I absolutely love him. Hades is one of my favorite characters in Kingdom Hearts, like bad guy wise, and I was really happy to be able to get him, to put him with the Kingdom Hearts section. And if this Sora looks off to you, well, that's because this is Mew's stand. I didn't realize it at the time, but I'd glued Mew's stand to Sora. So that's why Sora doesn't sit right. And I knew where Sora's stand was before I moved, but now I don't. So that's really fun. So he's just there. Eventually though, I will I could probably figure out a way to get him to stand. I kind of want it back on Mew because that's the way that's where it's supposed to be. But it's funny. I thought that was absolutely funny that I accidentally glued Mew's stand onto Sora. Below the Funkos, we just have some random stuff. I love bunny rabbits, so I have a little bunny rabbit collection going on there. Didn't know where to put him, but he's cubed, and he was cube-sized. And then I have these Puppy Cat, and of course I know Banjo-Kazooie, but Puppy Cat, the little anime from Netflix, is actually really cool. I wanted the closed mouth one when I was at the convention, but I took too long to make up my mind, and all they had were these open mouth ones. And now I see him at GameStop. Aggravating, but funny. And then yeah, Banjo. My dog's toys are everywhere because dogs are like kids, alright? But I got this really cute Banjo-Kazooie plush from Target. My boyfriend got it for me because he spoils me. And yeah, that brings us to the end. We have a few poster things up because I just feel the need to cover every section of my apartment. And then yeah, there's the Umbreon and Espeon plushes. I also have like an entire wall stack of plushies on the wall that would take up this entire corner if I brought them out here, so they stay in the bedroom. And that's about it. Like I said, mostly Funko Pops. I have a problem that I do not plan on stopping anytime soon. I don't think I'll ever stop, unfortunately, so look forward to more videos. Well, that's it, you guys. Those are almost all of my Funko Pops, as I do have a few stashed away that I don't know where to put. Like this guy that I got for free while working at GameStop because I said, why not, I'll take him. And this guy I got for free while working at GameStop. I think he's from Ready Player One. This one's from some game, I can't remember. I think this was a Five Nights at Freddy's character. And then there's a few others that are just in other random spots, still kind of packed away. I have 2 characters from Ni no Kuni 2. The guy that has the water elemental, and then I think the girl has a fire elemental. I have them with their little guys still somewhere. But I did go and try to get as many as my Funko Pops out. Like, not all of those guys, the little guys, were not up there before. I did go and dig them out, but I have no idea where those other ones are. I do know I still have them, but maybe one day I'll show you guys behind the secret door so you guys could see the stack of plushies and stuff like that. And maybe my boyfriend will be okay with me showing off his NECA figures. But you'll be able to see that we have a lot of boxes still to go through, and a lot of stuff. We got to get more shelves and wall shelves, you know, just whatever we can figure out to get more stuff in this place. But stay tuned, because we go out to different towns. About every weekend we go to a different town, and I told him that I might be recording those outings, so look forward to that. And yeah, thanks for watching it. And I thank anyone that made it this far. Honestly, thank you if you made it this far, because I know this is long. I have a lot of stuff, and my channel is basically brand new, because I haven't been posting regularly until 2 days ago. So yeah, if you made it this far, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I need to get a new camera. I need to get a new phone case, because that's what makes my phone all floppy. And I'll be working on better quality stuff as it comes along. So thank you for making it this far, and I really appreciate it. And if you have collection videos, just comment down below and I'll totally check them out. Yeah, thanks for watching. Come back for more.